Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent. I'm going to bring you something very, very interesting that has come to my attention. It's called EURST, and it will be Europe's very own stable coin. Now, this is interesting because obviously we have other stable coins out there in the marketplace, but hey, Europe, well done. You are getting your own. So, digitalizing the euro currency for the reinvention of the European economy, live audited asset-backed stablecoin on the blockchain, faster, cheaper, secured, and borderless. So, very, very interesting. We'll be keeping a very close eye on this one, how it evolves, and what happens next. I find, projects like this really, really interesting to keep an eye on and to bring to you because there is a need for it, and so I knew that there was always going to be a day where this something like this came out for Europe, but very, very cool to see this live. When you click on Get EURST, it takes you here, so you can mint and redeem EURST stablecoin backed by the real euro deposits. Now, what's really interesting about it is that the EUR stablecoin, or the symbol EURST, is a fiat-backed stablecoin issued by Wollex Trust, built on the Ethereum network according to ERC20 for standard for tokens, right? Now, the EUR stablecoin will utilize a proven centralized model to fully back every token issued with an equivalent unit of real currency, either US dollar or whatever, in a real-time, audited and transparent reserve managed by the Wollex Trust. So that's really, really important to understand. The central issuer of the EURST token, as well as your fiduciary custodial partners as well. So that's really important to come across. You can click on the white paper, and we'll go over that in a minute as well. Now, from a sustainability point of view, the EURST reduces the risk of any single stablecoin becoming systematically dominant and simply replacing a fiat hegemon with a digital one. That's really what we're like. That's really what it's doing. But it's also what I find really interesting is reducing the risk of any single stablecoin becoming systematically dominant. That's very, very valid and a very important point as mass adoption kicks in. Now, from an interoperability, a significant emphasis is placed on interoperability and frictionless exchange across blockchains. Right? So, after all, blockchain interoperability can increase economic and transactional scalability, security, and speed. So, what we're talking about here is the fact that what this does, it speeds up what normally would be, well, A, not transparent, and B, will take a while, and the fees associated with it. Now, from a transparency point of view, quality and transparency mark the ground for new payment habits, as we've seen with blockchain. And in keeping with this, the EURST mission is to create a proper understanding of transparency of the use of blockchain for accessing a new payment method and its benefits. So essentially, that is one of the key reasons why this has come out. So that's really, really important to keep an eye on that. And there is so much information on here. So if you go on eurst.io, there's plenty of information you can get out of it. Now, from an About Us as well page, so banking on the future, you can see Simone Mazzucca, founder and CEO. You can check him out on LinkedIn as well. So, and you can see, on the About Us page, the mission, the value, the goals, the sustainability aspect, the partners that are involved as well, and all the partners that are going to be involved in this. And also you can get in touch and, check out the white paper as well. Now, speaking of white paper, it wouldn't be a Crypto Serpent video if I didn't tell you right now that you got to read it, right? You got to read it. You got to read these 16 pages. I don't care how lazy you are. Read the 16 pages. It's really, really important to understand what the benefits are of the EURST token. And I think it's going to be really, really fascinating to watch EURST and what sort of place it takes out there in the marketplace. Make sure on social media, so on Twitter, to like it, follow it, and just keep an eye out on what they're posting about and how it's going to be evolving and where it's going to next. But I find this type of things really fascinating. As well on LinkedIn, they do have a very active and good following on LinkedIn as well. And it'll be, it's just gonna be very fascinating to watch EURST hit the marketplace and see where it sort of lands, compared to other stable coins which are out there in the marketplace. And they have a phenomenal blog page as well, with full of information that you can read up on, stable coins growth in the NFT sector, understand the rise of popularity of stable coins in 2021. So if you want to know more about stable coins and the EURST.blog is a fantastic avenue to do that. Now, if you learned something new today, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. And as always, thank you, and I look forward to see you on the next one.